One lesson every woman should learn: emotional growth and inner strength. Awaken mindset. Have you ever felt like you're constantly giving your time, your love, your energy, yet somehow you still feel empty? Like you're doing everything right, but deep down, something inside you whispers, when is it my turn? It's a quiet ache that many women know too well. The invisible pressure to be strong, kind, patient, successful, and endlessly understanding, all at once. But here's the truth no one really says out loud. You can't truly grow emotionally, and you can't find your inner strength until you learn one powerful lesson that changes everything. This lesson isn't about becoming tougher, it's about becoming truer. Today we're diving deep into the one lesson every woman should learn, a mindset shift that awakens your strength, heals your emotions, and frees you from the constant chase to be enough. So take a breath. Let's talk woman to woman, heart to heart. 1. The trap of being enough and why it keeps you small. Let's be honest, most women are taught from a young age to earn their worth. Be polite, be pretty, be helpful, be strong, be good, from school to career, from relationships to family. The world often tells women, you're loved when you give, you're valuable when you prove it. And so we hustle to be everything for everyone. We carry the emotional weight of others, the friend who always needs advice, the partner who forgets to listen, the workplace that underestimates us but expects us to over-deliver. But here's the hard truth. When your worth depends on how much you give or how well you perform, you'll always be chasing approval that was never yours to begin with. Because being enough isn't something you earn. It's something you already are. You just forgot. Real emotional growth begins the moment you stop asking, what do they think of me? And start asking, what do I think of me? That shift from external validation to internal truth is where your inner power begins to rise. You don't have to shrink to be loved. You don't have to fix yourself to be worthy. You don't have to carry everyone else's emotions just to feel needed. Your worth was never conditional, it was original. 2. Emotional growth is not about perfection, it's about permission. Some women believe emotional growth means always staying calm, graceful, positive, never angry, never messy, never insecure. But that's not growth, that's suppression. True emotional maturity doesn't mean avoiding emotions, it means understanding them. Even the ugly, raw, uncomfortable ones. You're allowed to cry, you're allowed to feel jealous, you're allowed to be angry, tired, lost, or unsure. Because emotions aren't signs of weakness, they're messages from your inner self. Each one says, pay attention. There's something here you need to understand. When you give yourself permission to feel, you unlock a deeper kind of strength, one that doesn't depend on control but on connection. Think about it like this. A woman who hides her emotions is fragile, even if she looks strong. But a woman who faces her emotions with honesty, she's unstoppable. That's the emotional growth we rarely talk about. The courage to be fully human. To say, yes, I'm hurting, but still show up. To say, yes, I'm scared, but still move forward. Growth isn't about never breaking down. It's about learning how to rebuild with more wisdom each time you do. 3. Boundaries are not walls. They're bridges to self-respect. Here's another lesson many women struggle to learn. Saying no doesn't make you unkind. It makes you honest. We live in a culture that praises women for being selfless, for putting others first, for always being available, for holding everything together. But being selfless all the time only leaves you less of yourself. Boundaries are not selfish. They are sacred. A woman who knows her limits isn't cold or difficult. She's a woman who values her energy, her peace, and her truth. You don't owe your time to people who drain you. You don't owe your forgiveness to those who repeatedly hurt you. And you don't owe your softness to anyone who treats it like weakness. Healthy boundaries aren't about shutting people out. They're about letting the right ones in. They create space for respect from others, but most importantly, from yourself. Remember this, when you stop betraying your own needs just to keep others comfortable, You finally start building a life that feels safe for you, and that's where your inner strength truly begins to bloom. 4. The power of reconnection. Coming home to yourself. Every woman reaches a point where she realizes she's been living for everyone else's expectations. Her parents, her partner, her job, her image. She's been so busy trying to be the woman the world approves of that she forgot how to be the woman her soul needs. And when that realization hits, it can feel terrifying. Because who are you without all the roles? But here's the beautiful truth. You don't have to find yourself. You just have to return to yourself. To the little girl who used to laugh without guilt. To the young woman who dreamed without fear. To the version of you who trusted her own voice before the world told her to quiet down. Reconnection isn't about changing who you are. It's about remembering who you've always been. Start small, spend time alone without distractions, journal about what makes you feel alive, listen to your body, what makes it tense, what makes it relax. Choose silence over noise when you feel overwhelmed. You'll begin to notice something magical. When you stop running from yourself, peace stops running from you. Coming home to yourself doesn't mean you'll never struggle again. It means you'll finally know where to come back to when you do. 5. The one lesson every woman should learn. And here we are, the lesson that ties it all together. You are not here to prove your worth. You are here to live your truth. When you stop measuring yourself by someone else's standards, when you start honoring your emotions, setting boundaries and reconnecting to your inner voice, you begin to experience emotional growth that no external success could ever replace. You stop seeking validation and start living in alignment. You stop surviving and start becoming. The most powerful women are not the ones who have it all figured out. They are the ones who have finally stopped pretending they do. Because emotional strength doesn't come from perfection. It comes from presence. It comes from showing up as your real, raw, evolving self and saying, I am enough even in my becoming. So maybe this is your reminder today. You don't have to earn love by overgiving. You don't have to earn peace by pleasing. You don't have to earn worth. It's already written in you. The one lesson every woman should learn is that she was never broken, only blooming. Surkali. If something in this video spoke to your heart today, take a moment to pause and breathe it in. Because awareness is the first step toward awakening. If you're ready to keep growing, to keep healing, and to remember your inner strength, don't forget to subscribe to Awaken Mindset for more videos that help you rise with purpose and peace. Watch our playlist, Emotional Healing for Women, for more insights on self-worth and empowerment. And in the comments, share one lesson you've learned about yourself this year. Your story might be exactly what another woman needs to hear today. Remember, you don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You just need to be present. Your awareness is your awakening.